Atmanaman, everyone. Hello, Aditi. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Uh, um, at the onset, I just welcome you wholeheartedly to be at the Om Karma Talk Show. And the first thing that, we at Om Karma, at the same time, the viewers who are watching us, would like to know that how does it feel like being at the platform of Om Karma as a practitioner?
It feels amazing. The journey has been with Om Karma, started somewhere with Om Karma, and now it's culminating in something very wonderful. So I'm looking forward to it and feeling extremely, great about it.
Aditi, as I know that you have a psychology background, and you've done a couple of other things as well. So, coming into these intuitive sciences, I mean, what made you take up this profession?
Ma'am, I have always been smitten by mystical sciences. As if I recollect my journey back, tarot has been a part of my journey back in the 90s. As a kid, I used to dream about certain imagery and symbols. So
Mm-hmm.
internet generally was not available at that point of time. And I was very smitten by one of the books by the author, Paulo Coelho. Now,
Okay.
he had a beautiful book called Brida, in which where the female protagonist leads a journey into the unknown with focus on occult and divine. So, with those dreams in mind, I moved towards psychology, work life happened, and of course, marriage happened at the right time. But during this whole phase, I walked into a lot of tarot readers.
Mm-hmm.
And with the tarot readers, I guided myself to, look towards the unknown and genuinely, wanting to know about my own self. But eventually, every time I walked out of a session, I always felt I will be doing and guiding others just the same way. So that way, I feel my journey has just started. I found my guide, I found my gurus, and I'm moving towards it.
Yeah, so it's kind of a manifestation. I mean,
Yes.
if actually manifestations do happen, and this is something. The very fact that you say that when you used to walk out and you would say that, okay, I am going to be doing this someday, is somewhere
Yes.
leaving an energy into the universe, and whatever you leave has to come back to you. Oh, that's wonderfully brought out, And so you've done a couple of modalities, Aditi. You've done the NLP coaching, etc. You've been into tarot, you've done the angels, you've done switch words, numerology, whole plethora of modalities. Um, which one do you think is your favorite?
Very difficult to choose out of out of so many modalities over the years that I've gone into. But I will just say I will not pick and choose one, but I will say that each modality enhances the other. For example, my knowledge on NLP and DC psychology makes me understand the human potential and behavior, and that gives me a lot of insight in my tarot readings. Similarly, numerology is quite based on calculations, and once you know about those inner self, you calculate your inner self through numerology. I can work on the outer space of the person with Vastu. So each modality is enhancing in some form of the other. So no favorite, but all of it comes together in the readings. That's what I
All,
love.
yeah, I think all integrated. And you really don't know when you're dealing with a client, which is the one which you're going to take into reference. Another thing which is quite important is that these days when you're doing your consultations, what do you feel that what is the main problem, or what are the common problems that you feel that the clients are coming to you with? I mean, something uh, which you're getting again and again.
I think difficult decisions have to be made at some point or the other, and very difficult paths have to be treaded.
Mm-hmm.
My clients are walking in to gain more clarity on professional choices like education and career, as well as personal choices with respect to relationships and health.
Mm-hmm.
So others, some of them are vis-a-vis this, some of them are very proactive about their self-knowledge. So they want to know how are they dealing with their thoughts, what kind of convictions and old patterns they are having, and how can they change into new patterns. So this is a constant theme that is there, self-awareness, and I feel very honored to work on both these contents.
Mm-hmm. Okay, any nice experience or anything that you'd like to share that you had with any of your clients?
Something with respect to, I had guided somebody. One of the clients had come into me for some reading, and I had guided her that, in times to come, there would be a certain shift, or certain belief systems would be shaken in some form. And when it happened, it was quite fast moving. The energy was moving fast. So when it happened, she called me and said, "Thank you for guiding me at the right time, and I could, tackle that energy shift quite faster than, had I not known what is coming ahead." So that, made a lot of, I felt very contented that I could guide somebody that way.
Yeah, receiving the clarity and the guidance at the right time also is a huge thing, to happen. One can, plan, one can execute, one can, one is actually mentally, emotionally prepared for an eventuality, whatever, whether it's a decision or anything like that. So yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. So what are the benefits that you feel and you would like to convey being in this profession, gives you? I mean, what benefits are there?
Benefits, I would say that, it is hope that you are growing with. You have a lot of hope growing with this kind of subject. You are more contented at the end of the day. You're very satisfied that you've guided somebody on their journey, right? From you have been there in their darkest times, and you have been giving them light at all points. You have the capability to guide them in a certain way. So I think happiness and contentment are the benefits of this profession. Also, as a tarot reader, I get to learn about life more and more with my clients. Clients are walking in with different fields, and gaining that kind of knowledge is exposing me to a better time. And definitely my wisdom is growing manifold.
Yeah, that's there. And economical independence, of course, you built up your own identity. And as you said that, yes, you are evolving each day with all of these modalities. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Aditi, if I have to ask you, the Aditi of then and the Aditi of now, what is the transformation that you feel?
um, I think it will be strength, and the strength of hope and the confidence of the unknown. My fears and doubts have started to shift into, having a new perspective. The
Mm-hmm.
old rigid patterns that I have had for a very long time have started to, see a new light. And that is something that is big, making my foundations very stronger. I am more close to my own reality, more close to my own nature, and that is the most amazing transformation that I've seen for myself.
Wonderful. That's so beautiful. So beautiful. And one has to really thank the universe for, umpteen times for this kind of opening up. That's so wonderful. Aditi, one message, that has been inspiring you or you have been following and you would like to share it with the viewers. What is that one message that you would like to give?
Ma'am, I would say, with the power of knowledge and sight, we can learn a lot about ourselves. Right? We should be amazed at our inner being, the spark and the blaze that we have, within ourselves. So much of potential, and using it the right way is very important. So, with all the love and all the light, I welcome everybody to join me on this, journey at Om Karma.
Definitely. And I also, wish and pray and I hope that whoever comes to you at the Om Karma Center will be completely, satisfied with respect to the insights and the guidance that any of the any person is going to receive from you. The wonderful kind of this thing that you have, the that completeness and the maturity that you have within yourselves to give readings and give insights to people. Thank you so much, Aditi, for being here. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.